Hey, what's happening, y'all? Today I'm talking about Lillie's Clefairy EX, and not just as a tech card to counter Dragapult, but it is also its own deck. This build plays for Lillie's Clefairy EX as the main attacker in the deck. It's got 190 HP basic EX Pokemon. The Fairy Zone ability, of course, turns our opponent Dragon Pokemon's weakness into Psychic, which makes Dragapult a pretty easy KO. And then the Full Moon Rondo attack for a Psychic and a Colorless Energy does 20 damage, plus 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. We are an Area 0 deck, so at the very least, if we have our bench filled up with Area 0 in play, we'll be hitting for 180 damage. And then for each of our opponent's bench Pokemon, we're doing 20 more damage. So it's pretty easy to achieve that 220 number that is so nice to hit right now to KO stuff like Ogrepons and Pheasantippides. And there's not really that many big Pokemon in the format besides Dragapult, and because its weakness does get turned to Psychic, we one-hit KO that as well. The big card that turns this deck into its own archetype and not just as a tech card is the Lillie's Pearl. That says if the Lillie's Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, they take one fewer prize card. So we're essentially turning our 2 prize 190 HP basic Pokemon into a 1 prize Pokemon, which is so powerful. The form of energy acceleration I'm using is Ogerpon EX with its Teal Dance and Energy Switch to then move the grass energy it accelerates to itself to our Lillie's Clefairy to chain them turn after turn after turn until we win the game. That's everything I have to share with you in this video, but if you're wondering why I play the Volcanion EX and what the full 60 cards looks like, then be sure to go check out the full video on my YouTube channel.